Hey everybody, it's Shape, back to another video. Now the last video was me looking at a top 5 or top 10 paranormal channel and going in blind. That was the whole point of the video. And to see how many 100% confirmed debunks that I could get. That was the whole point of the video. The reason I did that is I wanted to do a video after that wasn't blind, that I actually analyze. And I wanted to show you the difference between looking and reacting in comparison to really analyzing the videos. There's a big difference. Like I said, reactions aren't debunking. It's as simple as that. This is kind of an experiment. So let's get into it. Now, last time it was Bizarre Bub. This time it's Sir Spooks. Let's take a look. The last video, we got one 100% debunk, like just one that is confirmed. Busted. Now, there's going to be 11 clips, so why don't you make it interesting and comment below, out of 11 clips, how many 100%ers do you think I can get? Now, keep in mind, some of the footage is filmed on a potato. I had comments in the last video about, man, the footage is hard to see. Well, sometimes people film on bad cameras or it's older footage, but some of them you can see pretty good. Comment below before you even look. Don't cheat. How many? Now, 100% debunks means it's debunked. There's no other way about it. Alright, let's do this.
Number 11.
Imagine you're just laying around in bed trying to get some rest when your adorable pet kitty seems to be looking around for something. The video shows her laying in bed while filming her cats on the ground, who are adorably moseying around, seemingly trying to search for something. However, this seemingly cute and wholesome video is about to take a seriously strange and sinister turn. Take a look at the curtain right about here and see if you notice anything strange happening.
Now, before each clip, I'm going to give you a rough telling of what the clip is about. After the clip is when I either can debunk it or I can't, but one or the other. Now, this one is about cats, house cats, and what they see in the video is a shadow demon looking thing with glowing eyes that comes out from under the curtain. Alright?
I took the liberty of tweaking the contrast as the cat goes in. You could tell it's the cat's reflection because it's brighter on the other side of the curtain. That's just the cat's reflection through the floor. I mean, you can see the glowing eyeballs.
Did you see it? If you look just hard enough, you should be able to make out what appears to be a creepy pair of glowing eyes emerging from underneath the curtain before eventually disappearing into thin air.
Well, I mean, it's a demon. But this shadow thing has an eerie similarity to the cat when it comes to glowing eyes. In fact, they're identical. I don't know why people can't see that though. But you know what? Let's look at this, because all this is the cat's reflection on the floor. There is light behind the curtain. More light back there than there are in front of the curtain. When the cat goes under, it turns its body to the right. And the reflection is the cat upside down, basically. So if the cat is walking behind the curtain sideways, the reflection's moving the same way. It just looks like it's coming under, but it's optical illusion. But look and see what I mean.
Cats are very flexible. The cat's probably turning to the right, causing that.
Yes, that is the cat's reflection in the floor. That's 100% debunked. We're off to a good start.
Enjoy the flexible cat pictures. You're welcome.
Really, really good. Now this next clip is more of, they think they caught like a garden gnome or some kind of small creature walking on a security camera. And remember what I said in the last video about misidentification? Well, let's look at this evil yard gnome.
Number 10.
This next post comes to us from the popular paranormal subreddit and was uploaded by a user known as Tom Tanker, who showcases some rather bizarre and unsettling footage that was filmed on a security camera outside of his home late at night. In the video, we watch footage being filmed to the side of the uploader's house when suddenly this happens.
This is where the footage starts. It looks like a bird to me, but why does the footage start with whatever this is halfway down the yard? Why is it not closer to the camera? This is where the footage starts. You see where the bird is?
Feel free to comment your thoughts below. That looks like a bird to me. Could it be a rodent of some sort up on its hind legs running? It sure could. I don't know exactly where this video takes place, but to me it looks like a bird scampering. Let's take a look one more time, but we're going to turn up the contrast and the brightness and all that good stuff.
It's definitely a bird, but my biggest gripe is this animation. I'll show you. Alright, this is a bird and I made it move in the same pattern. Now this is where our video started. Why does it start all the way down there? Why does it not start where I show you right here? I think because they knew people would recognize what it is. It probably flew down to there. They started it here because I think people would have recognized it had it been closer.
To me it looks like a bird of some kind, but I can't 100% prove it. So this isn't 100% debunked. Now the next video clip is just a guy that's out in a tractor and he's recording a skinwalker. Okay?
Number 9.
When working and or living on a farm, you expect to be surrounded by a ton of animals, but you surely would not expect to encounter something unexplainable. A TikTok user known as Gallo805.
Gallo805. That equals 13. I just think Gallo 13. I see what you're doing there.
Found himself in quite the scary situation while out on his farm one morning. Filmed at 5:55 in the morning and shows something that nobody would ever want to see anywhere near them. Watch this.
In the mist, far off in the distance, you can make out what some say appears to be some sort of a skinwalker moving around throughout the fields before the video eventually ends.
These 2 pixels, it looks to me like somebody's just jogging. Or a kangaroo, but more than likely it's somebody jogging.
When I first saw this clip, I thought it was a kangaroo just bouncing along. But I don't know. It also looks to me like just somebody running or jogging, exercising. Now comment below what you think, but this ain't a 100% debunk, but I think they're this is 2 cases of misidentification. There's like 3 pixels there, so you can't really tell.
Jeepers Creepers 2, where a terrifying creature wreaks havoc and goes on a rampage in a farm-like area.
Jeepers Creepers is a fictional character in a movie. Next clip is a poltergeist moving something. Now, let's look at it. No, I didn't debunk this one. We're not doing too good right now. Maybe you don't need to research, and maybe you don't need to analyze, because we're tied with the last video with 100% debunk, and that's it.
Number 8.
A Reddit user known as TrainingBeat7600 posted a video to the popular ghost subreddit. The uploader explains that he recently moved into an apartment/house that was built in 1912. He then goes on to say that he did some research and eventually he ended up doing a spirit box session and it kept saying fire, fire, fire. Here is the video that the uploader recorded one day in which he ended up capturing something truly fascinating.
It's fucking moving. Look, it's my hand.
I'm gonna be real. I did not see a string in that video. Now, there's ways around some string you can't see. The camera's not that good a quality either, but can't prove it. I didn't see a string, but I did see something pretty interesting. And comment below what you think it is, but I wasn't really focused on that thing moving, even though I'm pretty sure it's staged just by the way he's acting. He could be holding a string with one of his hands, making it do that for that matter. But I saw something in the doorway to the left in that hallway. Look at this.
There could be a string pulling this, but what I want you to look at is, what is this? That looks like a face, like the side profile of somebody's face. Comment below what that looks like to you, but to me, that looks kind of freaky.
Another clip I can't 100% debunk. Maybe, just maybe, I'm talking out of my... And you could just watch a video and you don't have to analyze anything, because the way this video is going, it's horrible. But now the next clip is either the Abominable Snowman or Bigfoot, but take a look.
Number 7.
The following video was published to YouTube on November 25th, 2021 by a Russian channel in which the uploader is seen venturing out to some sort of a field in the middle of the night.
Throughout the course of the 8.5 minute long video, the uploader slowly trudges his way through the deep snow, and although nothing of interest happens for a while, at around the 6-minute mark, something truly creepy happens.
Иди отсюда!
This is a costume. It's probably not CGI because the grass is reacting to whatever this is, which means it's practically there on location.
Well, that's not CGI. That much I can assure you. That's definitely a practical effect. Now, it's probably a suit, like a costume. A good one, but I don't know. Comment below what you think. Like I said, I can't prove it. I can't prove that that's a costume. We don't have much to work with. Now this next clip, oh, you're going to love it. It's a time traveler. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, wow. Anything you could say, you could debunk a time traveler. Whatever. Now, what this is about is this guy has security cameras. And the kind you can talk through. You know, somebody's on your property, like, hey, get out of here. The time traveler comes on his property, walks around, goes into a shed in his backyard, and never reemerges from the shed. So he calls the cops. The cops come there. Now keep in mind, the time traveler goes in the shed, don't come out. So when the cops got there, they should have found somebody in there. He was nowhere to be found. And then after the cops leave, hours and hours and hours later, the same guy reemerges from the shed. But he looks different, like an older version. So, how come the cops didn't see him in the shed? You get what I'm saying. So, let's go.
Number 6.
A man named Alex Shaw posted 2 videos to his TikTok account in April of 2024, in which he showcases some security camera videos that were filmed on his property that seem to suggest that someone that tried to rob his house may have also been a time traveler. In the first video, Alec explains that his security camera positioned outside his house shows the intruder wandering around his backyard, seeming to look around for something. At one point in the video, the strange man proceeds to enter Alec's shed. Alec then explains that he fast-forwarded the footage and it appears as though the intruder never leaves the shed whatsoever. Alec even proceeded to go on the camera's microphone to try to talk to the man, asking him why he's in his shed and what he wants with him, but doesn't get any response.
Now the cool thing about what this guy does is he fast forwards the footage. Hours of footage he fast forwards real fast through. That way you can be like, well, he didn't cut it, right? He didn't let the guy walk out of the shed and then cut the video. You know, and that where it's a static cam, that would be all he had to do to cover up his fake time travel. But what I did notice, when the guy goes in the shed, the clock down there reads 2:38. But then he cuts to this time. And the door is, when the guy goes in the shed, the door, he opens it and kind of closes it behind him, but leaves about that much of a gap. The guy shows him go in at 2:38, then like 2:58 I think it was. He cuts back to the shed, but the door's wider. Why is it wider?
Time traveler went in the building around 10:38 and he left the door open a certain distance. This is how far the time traveler left the door open at 10:38. But 20 minutes later, pretty much, the door's wider. So either he come back out that door or the wind blew it.
You see what I'm saying? When he went in the shed, right, he left the door a certain width open. And then, like 20 minutes later, the door's a little bit wider. It's almost as if somebody had come out of it and didn't put it back where it should be. But I can't prove it. But it is questionable. But make no mistake about it, we're going to debunk this completely.
It was at this point in which Alec called the police, and they then showed up, as you can see on the footage. The police wander around through the backyard, and in the second video that Alec posted, he shows footage that was filmed on a security camera system the next day.
Now, coming up, I want to show you guys what I was talking about when he has a time-lapse camera that he fast forwards. It's not a time, I don't think it's a time-lapse camera for time lapses, but he's fast forwarding the speeds like, you know, hours going by is like just seconds. And I also noticed that you could see the door doing that. So that very well could have been the wind. So far I know what you're thinking. Well, then that means your debunk isn't completely accurate. But let's watch the time lapse.
He says that he got a notification on his phone that there was somebody in his backyard. Then, out of nowhere, this guy can be seen leaving his shed.
I'm sorry, say what?
Then, out of nowhere, this guy can be seen leaving his shed.
Out of nowhere, he reemerges from the shed. He has to be a time traveler, even though he doesn't look like the other guy. They don't look like the same person. Could have been him aged? Sure. Now, the only way you're going to debunk this guy reemerging from that shed after the cops done searched, the only way you're going to debunk it is if all that time lapse, you slowed it down frame by frame to make sure, you know, maybe the old guy didn't sneak into the shed and then come out of it, right? Because nobody would accidentally, you know, leave something like that in the video, right?
When you examine frames, you can literally see the time traveler sneaking into the building from behind the door. You see it right here. So how did he just appear coming out of the building when he snuck in it? You owe me rent.
Well, how about that? That's the second 100% confirmed debunk. We literally saw the guy walk into the shed from behind the door and then walk out. So he didn't just reemerge through his time travel, come back out of the shed magically. We just debunked that. I love my job. See, That, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't watch that frame by frame, all of that daytime, nighttime, hours swinging by like seconds, if you didn't analyze that, you would miss that. Now, you may have caught it below because I left it in to see if you could spot those 2 frames of him going to that door. But yeah, it's easily missed. Now, next one, haunted dolls, my favorite.
Number 5.
Dolls possess an uncanny ability to straddle the boundary between life and inanimate objects. As you're about to see with this next case, not all dolls are actually as innocent as we would hope them to be. This TikTok user known as Lindu Handiari was simply trying to take some photos of the dolls that they own so that they can put them online and sell some of them off.
So what do we have here, people? Think about it. This person is selling dolls. I wonder how much a haunted doll would go for. I wonder if you could, I don't know, jack the price up for it? I wonder if you could fake a paranormal clip to bring attention to the dolls as well.
Justin, you good? Baby?
That's your Agnes. You know, really said that's not your people. But it's
Come on, people. Somebody could be behind this doll moving it. It's dark back there, and somebody could easily fit in behind there. Come on now. What are we doing here, people?
I can't necessarily debunk these dolls moving because the footage is horrible and low quality. And no, I don't necessarily see anything. I mean, I do see shadows and stuff, but that could be anything. But they're in spots where you could definitely be behind them and moving them. You see what I mean? Now, this next clip, though, is Chucky, and his head spins around. You know, just like Child's Play when she's looking at the, oh, he ain't got no batteries. Remember his head turns and faces her, and she gets scared and drops it? Watch this clip.
Okay, I really do. Oh, no. Move, goddammit. Oh, my God. Okay. Okay, joke's over. Joke's over.
You're right, joke's over. Moving on to aliens and spacecraft.
Number 4.
It seems as though this particular situation caused them to believe a bit more, and it's not hard to see why. Watch this.
Comment below what you think. Balloons, drones, skydivers with sparklers attached to their feet. I don't know. I'm no expert when it comes to UFOs and stuff like that, but to me, it looks like it's in the shot. You know, it's not CGI, of course, but I mean, balloons and stuff like that would be what I'd say.
Aliens, aren't we all? Now, this next clip is probably the only clip in this entire video that has me thinking that it's not staged. Now, you don't have much to work with, but to me, this comes off as, I'm not saying ghost, but just something strange, because just the way this kid reacts to what he hears and stuff, it could be staged. See what you think.
Number 3.
Over on TikTok, a woman named Noni posted a video of her 11-year-old son that freaked out her entire viewer base, and you're about to find out why. She says that one day he woke up and decided to make some noodles for lunch. He then ran upstairs and came busting into Noni's room, screaming and hiding, saying that he didn't want to die, and that somebody was in the house.
Our boy rolled out.
It was here, however, in which Noni started to hear extremely loud and heavy footsteps coming from nearby. She then started to slowly make her way downstairs and checked several areas of the house.
She reported about this back to her son, and he then told her to check the cameras. This is the footage that was filmed.
No doubt, that clip at all of them creeped me out the most because it's just not really clever, and it's not like they're making this elaborate hoax or anything. It's like, I don't know, there's just something about this clip, and I could be wrong, like I said, but it just feels genuine to me. Like I think it actually happened. It kind of sounds like an AI voice. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about. Just whatever's talking to that kid while he's getting food, kind of sounds like an AI voice. Now, this next clip, full-bodied apparition in all of its glory. And I think I can debunk this one.
Number 2.
This video was posted to TikTok by a man named Rayo, who filmed some security camera footage that was positioned in the hallway of his office building. Although the video initially appears to be rather uneventful, that all changes within just a couple of seconds when out of nowhere this happens.
How can we do that?
This looks like she's floating, Bob. You got it?
Oh God, that gives me the creeps.
Yep.
You get 2 different angles of a full-bodied apparition. That is rare, like completely rare, right? I mean that. But let's look a little bit closer.
Obvious practical effect. Now look, first off, how long can ghosts stay in a solid form like this? Because this ghost is solid, you can't see through it. So how long could it do that? Because we had the exact day and time. And we also have a different view. There's the ghost, but this time you can see through the ghost. But let's look at the time. This one says 6:01 for that ghost. This one says 6:10, so that means that ghost was out 10 minutes.
Full-bodied apparition caught on camera. No, it's not caught on camera. It is caught on camera, but when you pay close attention, not only does the opacity, being able to see through the ghost look different from one angle to the other, but there's a 9-minute gap between the ghost in the hallway to the ghost in the window. 9 minutes of time. So either that ghost was out in the hallway walking around for 10 minutes, 9 minutes, or they put that ghost at the wrong time. Because how can it be happening at the same time when there's 9 minutes of difference? Now, the next video we're having is hide and seek with the ghost.
Number 1.
A TikTok user known as Paraworld posted the following video that was filmed on a nanny cam. The adorable footage shows a dad playing a game of hide and seek with his wife and child. However, instead of finding one of them, he ends up finding something much more unsettling.
I want to point out something real quick here, people. Dad, mom, kid playing hide and seek. Kid has camera recording dad looking for her or him. Let's just say it. Mom's hiding somewhere, kid's hiding and has the camera. Now, to catch a ghost on camera is hard as is. But to show that your dad's looking for you and can't find you, even though you're sitting in a spot that he should see you, and catch a ghost as well and catch everything from the angle you need to be, that's almost impossible. Take a look.
If I fall from eyes of the blood of children.
Well, he definitely knows where you're hiding.
I know, but we're downstairs. I know, but we're downstairs.
So the person was either hiding here, or they were probably hiding inside the closet right here. We would never know the difference, but luckily for us, this person that's hiding right here with the camera was in the perfect spot to not only catch the sound, but to catch the visuals as well. Nope, not staged.
Of course, comment below what you guys think. Now, that come off as staged because just the probability of being in the perfect spot where Dad can't see you, but you can record him looking for you clearly, and then be at a place to where when the paranormal happens, you have the best spot to catch that as well. Plus, you got it's staged. Then the mom walks on frame. Oh, I was downstairs. But the camera is in a spot to where you can see in the room when he turns the light on, looking for who made that voice. But you can't see completely in the room. If somebody was standing in there to the right, you wouldn't see them. Or if they were laying in the floor below the bed and opened the door and said something, you'd never know. Now, you see the difference between analysis, though? I mean, how many 100% debunks did we have in this one? Quite a few. But, see, that's the difference. I wanted to make that a point, right? Now, that's the video. After all I got to say, after, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next video. The secret word is upholstery. It's a good one. See y'all later. I just got to speak to my patrons and members real quick. Join Debunkers Anonymous on Facebook, where we talk debunking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's the best debunking group on YouTube. Or Facebook. Well, yeah. Debunkers Anonymous on Facebook. Now, if it wasn't for you guys, my members and patrons, and the occasional PayPal donation, whatever, I couldn't do this full time. YouTube ad revenue, if my videos ain't being copyright claimed, even if I have a whole month where they're not copyright claimed, and I have a good month of putting out a lot of videos, ad revenue don't pay nothing, hardly at all. No joke. And the reason I say that is, I truly appreciate you guys. The support has been amazing. And I just wanted to let you guys know I couldn't do it without you. I see you. And I just wanted you guys to know it don't go unappreciated. I got a real banger coming up too, by the way. And it's chock full of animations. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video. Y'all come back now, you hear? Peace.